Good morning children, welcome back. In today's class we will learn about key elements of a democratic government. In this chapter we will learn about some of the key elements that influence the working of a democratic government. These include people's participation, the resolution of conflict and equality and justice. Look at this world map. Can you locate South Africa? South Africa is a country that has people of several races. There are black people, black means Africans, who belong to South Africa. The whites are Americans who came here to settle, and Indians who came as laborers and traders. Now we will discuss about or will know about a girl, an 11-year-old girl, Maya Naidu, a South African girl who was living in the town of Johannesburg. One day she was helping her mother clear up her old boxes. She found a scrapbook full of pictures and newspaper articles. There were many pictures of a young schoolboy of around 15 years of age. When she asked her mother who the boy was, she was told that his name was Hector Peterson. He had been shot by the police. Maya was shocked, and why, she asked. Her mother explained that South Africa was earlier governed by the apartheid laws. Apartheid means separation on the basis of race, meaning Africans were discriminated. Means they were not treated equally on the basis of their skin color, and they were considered as blacks or Negroes. South African people were divided into whites, blacks, Indian and other colored races. According to the law, these races were not allowed to mingle with each other, to live with near each other, or even to use common facilities. In olden days, hospitals were separate, and so were the ambulances. An ambulance meant for white people would always be well equipped, while one meant for black was not well equipped. There were separate trains and buses. Even the bus stops were different for black and white people. Non-whites were not allowed to vote. The best land in the country was reserved for the white people, and the non-whites had to live on the worst available land. Thus, blacks and colored people were not considered as to be equal to white people. Hector Peterson, who lived in the southwestern township Soweto, he and his classmates joined the protest against learning the Afrikaans language in the school. The whites spoke this language. Hector and other school students were forced to learn this language, but they wanted to learn their own language, that was Zulu. The South African police beat up the protesters mercilessly and shot at the crowd. One of their bullets killed Hector. This was on 16th June 1976. Nelson Mandela fought for the apartheid system for several years. Finally succeeded in the year 1994, and South Africa became a democratic country in which people of all races were considered as equal. Now we will learn about the participation of people in the elections. Why do we have regular elections? We have already learned about in the previous chapter that people make the decision in the democracy. Through voting in elections, people elect leaders to represent them. These representatives take decisions on behalf of the people, and they will keep in mind the voices and the interest of the people. All the governments are elected for fixed periods of time. In India, this period is for 5 years. Once elected, the government can stay in the power for that period. If they want to continue to be in power, then they have to be re-elected by the people. In this way, the power of the government gets limited by regular elections. There are also other ways of participating. As we know, elections are usually held once in 5 years. Besides voting, there are other ways of participating in the process of the government. People participate by taking an interest in the working of the government and by criticizing it whenever required. For instance, in August 2005, when a particular government increased the money for the electricity, people has to pay. So people expressed their disapproval very sharply. They took out rallies and also organized a signature campaign. The government tried to explain and defend its decision, but finally listened to the people's opinion and withdrew the increase of the money. The government had to change its decision because it is responsible to the people and it has to consider the opinions and views of the people. There are many ways in which people can express their views and make governments understand what actions should be taken. These include dharnas, rallies, strikes, and signature campaigns, etc. Things that are unfair and unjust are also brought forward in newspapers, magazines, and TV. They also play a role in discussing government issues and their responsibilities. For example, in recent times, for the NRC approval, many people were protesting against the Citizenship Amendment Act. It is true that a democracy allows people to participate, but not all section of the people are actually able to participate. So there is another way for people to participate is by organizing themselves into social movements. Members of the minority community, Dalits, Adivasis, women and others who participate in this manner, they raise their voice. So, and there is a conflict, riots or clashes, and there is a need to resolve these conflicts. Conflicts occur when people of different cultures, religions, regions or economic backgrounds do not get along with each other or share their opinions or agree their opinions with each other. And when some may feel that they are discriminated, people may also use violent means to settle their differences. They can harm public and private property, indulging in the clashes, and it may harm even people also. Some religious processions and celebrations can sometimes lead to conflicts. For example, the route of a procession where it takes may lead to a conflict. Sometimes there is a fear that violence may occur with people throwing stones or trying to disrupt the procession. The police is responsible for ensuring that violence does not take place. Rivers too can become a source of conflict between different states. A river may begin in one state which flows through other state and end up in the third state. The sharing of river water between different states is becoming an issue of conflict. For example, you may have heard about Kaveri River dispute between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. The water stored in Krishna Sagar Dam in Karnataka is used for irrigation for agriculture purpose and the number of districts and it is supplied to the city of Bangalore. The water stored in Mettur Dam in Tamil Nadu is used for crops grown in the delta region of that state. A conflict arises because both dams are on the same river. The downstream dam in Tamil Nadu can only be filled up if water is released from the upstream one located in Karnataka. Therefore, both states can't get as much as water as they need for people in their states. This leads to conflict or clash. The central government has to step in and see that a fair contribution is worked out with the both states. Now we will discuss about equality and justice. Equality and justice are the one of the key ideas of democratic government which is its commitment to equality and justice. Equality and justice are not separate, but they are same. The earlier practice of untouchability is now banned by the law. This group of people were denied education, transport or medical facilities, and even they were denied chance to offer prayers. Dr. Ambedkar and many others like him realized that such practices must not continue and justice can be only achieved when people are treated equally. The government also recognizes this and makes special provisions for groups within society that they are unequal. For example, in our society, there is a general tendency to value and care for the boy child more than the girl child. This means that society does not value the girl and the boy child equally. That is unjust. So the government steps in and to promote justice by providing special provisions that can enable or help the girls to overcome the injustice. This is possible that fees for girls might be lowered in the government schools or colleges.